Hi, welcome back to another Vinyasa class for Stride and Edge. So today is going to be a lovely 30-minute class. It's kind of an all-rounder, but more with a focus on our shoulders and our hips. So it's one of those classes that's just great to do anytime, especially since we do hold quite a lot of tension there, especially if you're sitting at a desk or if you're working from home. So we're going to just find a little bit of space, but also start to build up that heat, get the blood pumping, feel nice and energized. And hopefully you enjoy this class. So please do let me know if you like it in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. So we've got lots more classes to come. I hope you enjoy and I'll see you back on the mat. Start in our child's pose. So you can either have your knees together and your feet together, or if you want a little bit of a hip opener, you can take the knees out wide, sink those hips down towards the heels, and then start to bring those hands out in front. So we'll just take just a short moment here just to arrive at the class, just to focus in on the body and the breath. Going to close your eyes and then just spread your fingers. Just really feel the ground underneath your hands. And feel the ground underneath your arms and your knees, the tops of the feet. Maybe even that forehead is down on the ground. And those eyes are closed. And then just start to bring awareness to your breath. In through the nose and out through the nose. We'll breathe in for 3, 2, and 1. And then out for 3, 2, and 1. Just lengthening that breath. And again, breathing in for 3, 2, 1. Fill those lungs up. And exhale, 3, 2, and 1. Let's just do that one more time. Inhaling for 3, 2, 1. All the way into the ribs, the back. And exhale, 3, 2, and 1. And then from here, we'll just gently start to reach those fingertips a little further forward. Start to find a bit more space in the side of your body. Take a big inhale. And exhale. From here, we're going to rock all the way forwards, lifting up into our tabletop position. So bring those knees underneath the hips. Those hands are underneath your shoulders, fingers spread. Just rock a little bit forwards and backwards, warming up through those wrists. Inhaling and exhaling. And do a few little circles one way, and then the other way. Just nice and gently warming up those wrists. And then bring yourself back to that center point in your tabletop position. Moving through our cat-cow, so we'll inhale, scoop the belly down, lift the chest, lift the chin, draw those shoulders back. Exhale as we then round the back, press down through those hands. And again, inhale, drop the belly down, lift the chest. And exhale to round the back. Really find that space in between the shoulder blades. Couple more here, inhale, drop the belly, lift the chest. Exhale to round the back. One more time, inhale. And exhale. And then find that tabletop position once again. From here, I want you to extend the right leg out behind. And then like your cow, you're scooping the belly, you want to drop the belly down, start to lift that right leg up a little higher, and then bend the leg, bringing that foot in, drawing it in. Now we can stay here or start to come onto the left fingertip. So you're feeling that weight going more on towards that right hand, using that core. And then we start to lift that left arm up,
And slowly start to take that hand all the way towards the back of the room. Now we can just stay here, just finding that balance, or maybe you can see if you can take a hold of that foot with your left hand. If you do have a hold of that foot, start to kick the foot into the hand to lift that knee up a little higher, opening through the hip and the shoulder, working with that balance. Inhaling here. Exhale, slowly release, bring it back down. Knee down, hand down, little wiggle side to side. Working with that concentration, that balance. And then we'll go through the other side, left leg lifts up and back. Scoop the belly down, lift the chest, and then bend that foot in, squeezing it in. And then start to come onto the right fingertips. And using that balance now, lift that right hand up, reaching up in front, and slowly start to take that hand all the way towards the back. And now we can just stay here. This is just working with that balance, still thinking about opening that shoulder. So only if it's available, see if you can take a hold of that foot. And if we do have a hold of the foot, we can play around with kicking the foot into the hand to lift up that knee a little higher. Inhaling here. And then exhale, slowly release it back down. Hand comes down, knee comes down. Just rock those hips side to side a bit. Rounding the back. And then from here, we're going to inhale, lift the right arm up, open. And then as we exhale, take that hand, thread it all the way through underneath, reaching it over towards that left-hand side. Reaching, bring that shoulder down, that head can come down as well. Just finding this opening in the back of the shoulders. Use that left hand in front of the face, gently press down to twist it even more through that upper back. Check in, make sure your hips are staying above your knees. You can stay here or walk those fingertips up towards the top of the mat. Rolling that top shoulder back, opening even more through those shoulders. Inhale and exhale. And then bring that hand back down in front of the face, big press up, inhale, lift that right arm up and open. And then exhale, bring it back down, other side. We inhale, lift the left arm up, open the chest. Exhale to then take that hand through, reaching it over towards the right. Shoulder comes down. Check in with those hips, make sure they're not falling over to one side. And then here, use that right hand in front of the face, pressing down, twist through that upper back. And if you want to, you can start to walk the right hand up towards the top, onto those fingertips and rolling that shoulder back. Feeling that twist through the upper back, through those shoulders. Inhaling here. And exhale. And bring that hand back down in front of the face. Big inhale as we lift all the way up. Open that left arm up. Exhale, that hand comes back down, tabletop, little wiggle. And then from here, just make sure that those hands are planted shoulder distance apart. We'll tuck the toes underneath, lift those hips up and back to your first downward dog. Make sure those feet are hip distance apart, toes pointing forwards, a little bend in the legs, just so you find that length through the spine first. Inhaling here, and exhale. Walk through the feet a little bit, start to open up through the backs of the legs, drawing one heel down at a time. And then from here, you're going to inhale, lift the right leg up. And then as you exhale, to bend the knee and open up the hip. So as you open up that hip, you want that right knee to be pointed up towards the ceiling. And maybe even if you take a little peek over your left shoulder, you can see that foot falling over towards that side. It's okay if it's not quite there yet, but that's where you are wanting to get that open hip sensation. Inhaling here. And then as we exhale, step that foot all the way through to the outside of the right hand. Big step up, drop the back knee down, untuck the toes. Coming into our lizard pose. And then start to roll onto the outside blade of that right foot. Let that knee fall out towards the side, working into that outer hip. You can stay here or start to add a little bit of pressure on that inner knee, pressing that knee away. Or even start to reach that hand towards the back of the room. If you want to, you can have a little go at lifting up that back foot. See if you can take a hold of that foot with your right hand. Inhaling here. Exhale to stay. Either squeezing that foot in to feel less quad stretch, or kick the foot into the hand to open up through that chest a little bit more. Either way, still making sure that right knee is falling out towards the side. Inhale. Exhale, let that foot go. If we have it, bring that hand back down. We're going to step back to our downward facing dog. Walk through the feet once we get there. Other side, we inhale, lift the left leg up. Exhale to bend the knee, open up that hip. So that left hip is stacking on top of the right. Again, you can check in, maybe look over your right shoulder, see if you can just about see that left foot falling over that way. Inhaling here. As we exhale, step that foot all the way to the outside of the left hand. Drop the back knee down, untuck the toes, find our lizard pose on the other side. And then again, start to roll onto the outside of that left foot. Let that knee fall out towards the side. And again, we can just stay here or start to press that knee away. Whatever feels nice. We really want to be working on that outer hip. You can have a go reaching that hand back, just finding a little bit of a twist and opening through that chest. And only if it feels like you're adding onto the pose, you can have a go at bringing that foot in, see if you can take a hold of that foot. If you do have that foot, either pulling that foot in towards the glutes to stretch those quads, or kick the foot away to open up through that chest. Inhaling wherever we are, and exhale. Release that foot down if we have it. Everyone bring that hand back underneath the shoulder, tuck the toes, step back, downward facing dog. Walk through the feet. And then take your time, we'll walk the feet all the way up towards the top of the mat, slowly making our way there. Bend into the legs, meeting in a forward fold. Feet hip distance apart, little bend in the legs. And then just take a hold of opposite elbows with your hands, finding this little hammock with your arms, swaying side to side, releasing that back. Make sure the neck is nice and relaxed. Bring the hands back down towards the mat. We'll roll up to standing. Inhale, rolling all the way up. Head comes up last. And then once you're there, roll those shoulders up, back, and down. Arms by the sides, palms facing forwards. Find your mountain pose here. Tuck the pelvis underneath. Strong through those arms, the legs. Feeling that length through the neck. Inhale. And exhale. From here, I want to bring your feet together, toes touching, heels just slightly apart. We're going to sit into our chair pose here, so start to bend into the legs. You can even bring your fingertips down just in line with your toes, and that's going to pull those knees and those hips back. So you can see the whole of your foot. And then keeping the legs where they are, just start to lift the chest and lift the arms. So make sure those knees aren't jutting forwards. Squeeze the knees together, squeeze the core, inhaling here. And then as we exhale, straighten the legs, take a forward fold. Inhale, slide the hands up the shins, find a flat back. As you exhale, plant the hands, step back to high plank position. Inhaling high plank, shoulders over the wrists. Exhale, chaturanga, you can drop the knees first, take those elbows back, this half push-up. All the way to the belly, untuck the toes, we inhale, lift into our cobra. Roll the shoulders back. And then exhale, take yourself back to your downward facing dog. Hips up and back. Press through those hands. Once you're there, we're going to inhale, lift the right leg up. Exhale to step that foot through between the hands. Big step up, as high up as we can. You can shimmy that front forwards if we need to. As we drop the back heel down, so that back foot is parallel with the short edge of the mat. We then inhale, stand up into our warrior two. So open those arms, gaze forwards, bending into that front leg, shoulders rolling back. Flip that front palm, we're going to reverse the warrior, reach that arm all the way up and back. Breathing through those ribs, bend into that front leg. Inhaling here. As we exhale, I want you to shift forwards, elbow comes on top or on the inside of that front knee, and that left arm goes all the way up and over. Side angle pose. We want to keep our chest open all the way throughout this little flow. So again, we inhale, sweep it back to our reverse warrior. Using that core here, reach the arm all the way up and back. Then as we exhale, we sweep forwards, again, side angle pose. Keep that chest open, that knee rotating out towards the side as well. And again, inhale, sweep it back, reverse. Last time, exhale, side angle pose. We go forwards. Look down towards the mat, bring those hands down, frame the front foot, either straight to downward dog or take a vinyasa. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, back bend. And exhale, downward facing dog. In downward dog, we lift the left leg up, inhale. Exhale to step that foot through, all the way towards the top of the mat. Drop the back heel down, setting up for our warrior two. We rise up, inhaling. Gaze forwards, arms out wide, bending into that front leg. Flip the front palm, reverse it, reach it all the way up and back. Inhaling here. Then as we exhale, shift forward, side angle pose. Elbow comes on top or on the inside of that front knee as that right arm goes all the way up and over. Back and forwards now. Inhale, sweep it back, reverse warrior. Exhale, sweep it forward, side angle. Using that core here, opening that chest and that knee. And again, inhale, sweep it back. Exhale, sweep it forwards. Last time, inhale, take it back, reverse warrior. Exhale, we come forwards, side angle pose. And then looking down towards the mat, bring those hands down, frame the front foot, take it back through vinyasa or down to downward dog, your choice. Down to downward dog. And in your downward dog, we'll take 3 long breaths. So refocus on that breath. If you want to take child's pose, that's absolutely fine. Inhaling and exhaling. And again, inhale and exhale. One more breath here, back in your downward dog. Inhale together. As we exhale, bend the knees and look between the hands. You can step, walk, or even hop the feet up. We inhale, find a flat back once we get there. Exhale to fold. And then bend back into those legs. Squeeze the knees together. Find your chair pose. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, we stand up. Palms at the chest. Woo. Right, we're going to do that just one more time. And then we're going to slow things down. So sit back into your chair pose. Inhale, bend into the legs. Sweep those arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, find your halfway lift, flat back. Plant the hands as we step or hop back through into your chaturanga. Inhale, find your back bend. And then exhale, downward facing dog. So we inhale, lift the right leg up. Exhale to step it through. Big step up, drop the back heel down. Coming up into our warrior two. Lifting up, check in, make sure that knee is going out towards the side. We then flip the front palm, reverse it, reach it all the way up and back. Inhale. Exhale, sweep it forwards. Moving a little bit quicker this time. Inhale, take it back. Exhale, sweep it forwards. Last time, inhale, take it back. Exhale, sweep it forwards, side angle pose. This time I want you to inhale, come back up, warrior two, gaze forwards. Start to straighten at that front leg. Coming into our triangle pose now, so I want you to hinge at that front hip. Reach that right arm forwards. Try to keep that chest open towards the side, and then bring that hand down on the inside of that leg as that left arm reaches up. Opening that shoulder, so roll that shoulder back. Make sure that we're not closing that chest down towards the ground. Inhaling here, and exhale. And then from here, we'll start to bend into that front leg. Bring those hands down, downward dog or a vinyasa, your choice. Inhaling and exhaling, downward dog. Everyone in downward dog. Last side before we start to slow things down. So inhale, lift that left leg up. Exhale to step it through. Drop the back heel down, lifting up. Warrior two, gaze forwards. Find that flow back and forwards. Flip the front palm, reverse it, inhale. Exhale, we come forwards, side angle. So again, moving a little bit quicker. Inhale, take it back. Exhale, take it forwards. And again, inhale, it comes back. Last time, exhale, side angle pose, opening that chest. Then we lift up, warrior two, gaze forwards. Start to straighten at that front leg. Find our triangle pose on the other side, hinging at that front hip. Reach that left arm forwards. Find that space first, and then bring that hand down. Right arm goes up. Check in, make sure our shoulders not rolling down. Keeping that chest nice and open. Inhaling here. And exhale. Last breath, inhale. Exhale, look down. Frame that front foot with your hands. Last vinyasa or straight to downward dog, your choice. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale, downward facing dog. From here, bring those knees down. Untuck the toes. Take the knees out a little bit wider this time. And then sink your hips down towards your heels. So you're really working into those hips a bit more. You can even wiggle a little bit side to side. Inhaling here. And exhale. And again, inhale. And exhale. From here, you're going to slide all the way through onto your belly. You can bring those knees together. Untucking the toes. And see if we can interlace those hands behind our backs. If we can't quite interlace, you can either take a hold of your clothing or just reach those hands just behind. So we're going to roll the shoulders back, start to lift the chest, using that lower back. And then we can either stay here or activate the muscles in the legs, lifting up those feet, those knees, maybe even the thighs start to lift off the ground. Inhaling here, reaching. And then exhale, lower back down. Release those arms down by the sides, just rock those hips side to side. We're going to have a go at doing bow pose. So start to bring those feet in. And then see if we can take a hold of the feet with our hands. And if we can't quite reach today, then we can come back to that locust pose you were in before, where we interlace the hands behind our backs. We want to roll the shoulders back, start to lift the chest. And then from here, we can start to kick the feet into the hands to then find that lift. Nice. Inhaling here. Exhale to stay. And again, inhaling, smiling. And exhale, slowly lower ourselves back down. Take those feet down. Just rock those hips gently side to side. And then from here, just press through your hands, take yourself back to your child's pose.
And find that nice counter stretch, rounding in your back. And then roll all the way up. And then roll onto the outside of your left hip to bring those legs out in front. Taking a forward fold here, reach those arms all the way up overhead. And then as you exhale, try to keep that back nice and flat. Start to take a little bit of a forward fold, reach those hands forwards. And then bring the hands down to wherever you can reach. So even if it's behind the backs of the legs or those calves, you just want to keep that back nice and flat. And if you do have a yoga strap, it can be really nice to just take that strap around the feet and draw yourself down that way. Inhaling here, exhale to fold. And again, inhaling, big breath in, exhale, fold a little deeper. Slowly now rolling all the way up. And then from here, bring the soles of the feet together. Let the knees fall out wide. And either you can take the hands just behind your hips and press through your fingertips to lift that chest, keeping that spine nice and long, and take this kind of forward fold here. Or if you want to, either reach the hands out in front, or even taking a hold of the feet and drawing yourself down this way. But I want you to think about keeping that back nice and flat. Try not to just round the back to try and get the nose towards the toes. I want to keep that back nice and flat, and just finding a little bit of a fold here. Drawing those knees out wide. Inhale. And exhale. And again, inhale. And exhaling. And slowly ease back off. And then from here, take one foot out towards one corner of the mat. The other foot out towards the other corner of the mat. And then we're going to slowly roll all the way down onto our backs. Take your time. Arms by the sides, palms facing up. Eyes are closed. And then just feel every single muscle in the body just completely released and relaxed. Letting go of the breath. Just be here for these last couple of minutes. And from here, just start to deepen the breath. And finding that movement back in the body, the hands and the feet. And you can even reach your arms up overhead. And then take your time, start to roll over onto your side. And then eventually bring yourself all the way back up to a comfortable seated position. And then once you're there, just roll those shoulders up, back and down, feeling that space in the back and the shoulders, the neck. And then bring the palms together at the chest. Namaste.